as promised, Friday morning, Ask Rob. Let's go get through it. But before we do that, I want to start this off with some condolences and my heart and my prayers and thoughts out to my mentor, Michael Neal, whom announced earlier this morning that his mom passed this morning. And so I just wanted to share my heart with him and hope that we can send him love and blessings to him as his family goes through this particular time. And I know this time for many is ones that they celebrate, but there are people out there who miss loved ones and are not celebrating at this time. So let's just make sure we are aware of safe spaces where they too can go and share if they're not feeling so well, if they're feeling depressed or are frustrated from not having, or for whatever reason. Make sure we can make ourselves available to them as well. I love you. Thank you so much. Again, it is Friday. We're on Ask Rob. Another announcement I really wanted to put out is episode 99, Dr. Mark Howard of the 3PGC We're Listening podcast that I host. An amazing episode. He really talks about how he gets to show up in public service with this love and understanding. And he's a funny guy. I mean, I never really talked to him other than transitioning through board meetings or something like that. But we were originally scheduled to talk about something else, and he had the answer to that. So we just took the time to get to know each other by hitting the record button. So that's what that episode is. So check it out, episode 99, and you can go to 3pgc.org, or you can go to my website, robcook.com. And for what we're all here for, I just took one of the questions from the few I received, and thank you to everybody who submitted a question. They came through email and direct messaging. So again, thank you for that. And so the question is, what are some things you do to help prevent burnout in the work that you do? And I love the question, so thank you for submitting that one. The thing about burnout, having burned out before, the thing about burnout is now I'm no longer doing things to stop burnout. I'm really just living from a space that I'm giving myself the best opportunity to be where I need to be and perform as best I can. So for me, it looks like 5 simple things, and you've probably heard me talk about them for I don't know how long. But the first thing is prioritizing self-care. It's the first thing I do to avoid burnout. Is I never place the things outside of me over taking care of my vessel. All right. Another thing that I do is I move often. Right? I am a gym rat sometimes, so there's months I get into the gym 3-4 times a week. But if I'm not, then I'm out here with a TRX off my tree, or walking, or biking, or playing intramural sports. There's many ways to get your movement in. I eat balanced. You know, I'm not the best vegetarian out there because I grab some seafood every now and then, but I am very aware of my body feeling better when I put the right stuff in it. Again, just like if you were to go to the gas station and put some gas in your car gets sluggish and has a problem when pulling out of the parking lot, you'd be kind of upset at the gas station and the type of gas they'll let go into your vehicle. And the same should be as of your nutrition. Again, I'm not saying everybody has to be like vegetarian, vegan, or any of that, but just be aware of what you're putting in your body. You shouldn't eat your fuel or consume your fuel and then immediately get tired. That's probably pointing to that fuel not being as good of a content as it could be for you. Another thing is sleep well. I protect my sleep time. Don't even take my phone to my bedroom at nighttime. Reason being is because all regeneration of the body happens when you're in sleep. And if you don't get good sleep, all the great things that you do to prioritize your self-care, move often, eat balance, and you're not sleeping, then none of it really takes, or you get it at a very, very micro dose level. So yeah, you really want to make sure you protect your sleep. And lastly, I laugh a lot. Find moments I think laughter can only happen in the moment and in the present. So I find various ways to laugh. Sometimes I'll just turn on comedy. Again, sometimes the content doesn't even have to be there for me to just bust out laughing. It's kind of like doing that. I don't know. It's like circulation for me. Back to the vibe of life when I start laughing about something. So for me, again, it's not so much the things that I do to stop myself from burning out, but there are things that I do to make sure I can pull from my impact zone, at full potency. So thank you again for your questions. Again, if you want to submit a question, make sure you're following me on Instagram and on YouTube for all the things that are starting to come out. I will see you next week with another episode. Have the day you deserve.